Hello everyone, this is Renu Rai once again with you with the chapter Nutrition in Plants for class 7. Today we are going to deal with the topic importance of photosynthesis and the other mode of nutrition, which is heterotrophic mode of nutrition. Students, in our previous lecture we have learned about what is photosynthesis, what are the raw materials and what are the different steps. Now we have to understand what is the importance of photosynthesis. Students, it is very important. That means photosynthesis is very important for the existence of life on this earth. If photosynthesis is not there, life would be impossible on this earth. So that means photosynthesis is very important for us because they provide us food to the animals and to the human beings also, so that the survival of animals or human beings could be possible, right? And it also provides us fresh air, fresh oxygen, because the end product of the photosynthesis is ultimately the oxygen, and we know the importance of oxygen because oxygen gas which the animals use for breathing and respiration. So in the absence of photosynthesis, there would be no any oxygen in the air, and hence no life would be exist on this earth, right? So now let us understand another thing, that is photosynthesis could be taken place in plants other than leaves. That means plants can also prepare food other than leaves, like green stem and green branches. For example, cactus plant. If you have seen cactus plant, that is found in desert area. Cactus plants are having tiny spine-like structure instead of leaf to reduce the loss of water by transpiration. As we know that the cactus plants grown in desert area, there is already a scarcity of water. So there is no water, that is how they prevent loss of water. So instead of leaf, they are having tiny spine-like structure. So now how these plants prepare their food? So you must have seen cactus plant, that cactus plants having green, thick, fleshy stem. So why they are green? Because they have chlorophyll, right? So the green stem and green branches of a cactus plant also carry out the process of photosynthesis to make food for the plant. Understood? So that is how cactus plants prepare their own food. So students, now I have a question for you. Do you think that different color, multicolor leaves can do the process of photosynthesis other than green leaves? Yes, of course. They also do the process of photosynthesis. How? Let me tell you. Students, you must have seen different colors of leaf like croton leaves in your garden. We know that the plants have green color leaves, they only do the photosynthesis process. But some of the plants, however, they also have the other colors such as red, violet and brown. They also having chlorophyll. This kind of leaf also having chlorophyll, but actually the large amount of red, violet and brown or other pigments in such leaves mask the green color's chlorophyll. So they could not appear on the outer surface. So that is how we cannot see them. But the green color of pigment, the chlorophyll is present in that plant also. So this kind of different color of leaf also can do the process of photosynthesis, right? So students, I have another question for you. Have you ever thought why the plants have long, broad and flat leaves? So students, as we know that leaves prepare major part of the food for the plants, and that is why they are called food factory of the plant. So the broad leaves helps to absorb maximum of sunlight. That is why the leaves are broad, flat and long, so that plant can prepare the food. And you might have seen that all the leaves, they exposed to the sunlight, they faces towards the sunlight, so that they will absorb most of the sunlight, because we know that for photosynthesis sunlight is very important. Okay, so leaves can absorb most of the sunlight, and then that is how they prepare the foods, and that is the reason the leaves are broad, right? So students, I hope you are pretty much clear about what the topic till now it is taught, that is photosynthesis, right? So now we'll have to understand the next topic, that is heterotrophic mode of nutrition. So what is heterotrophic mode of nutrition? So heterotrophic means, hetero means others and trophic means nutrition or nourishment. That means the organisms, those who depend on others for their nourishment, they are called heterotrophs, and their mode of nutrition is called heterotrophic mode of nutrition. So let us understand what is heterotrophic nutrition actually. So those organisms who cannot make their own food and depend on others like human beings, animals, for their food are called heterotrophs, and their mode of nutrition is called heterotrophic mode of nutrition. So there is different types of heterotrophic nutrition. Basically they are classified in 4 groups. They are parasitic mode of nutrition, saprophytic, insectivorous and symbiotic, plant or symbiosis. So they are basically 4 kinds of heterotrophic nutrition. So in our next lecture we will understand the different types of heterotrophic nutrition. What is their examples, how these organisms take up their food. So I hope you are clear what I taught you today. So till then, thank you very much.